Alright guys, welcome back. So this is part 2 of my video that I did for the GPD-Win Max, and as you may have heard, GPD has officially released all the specs. So in this video we'll be covering all the specs that are now officially confirmed for the GPD-Win Max.
GameAtRoN.
Welcome back guys, this is GameAtRoN. So the first thing we can talk about is the processor itself. So GPD has confirmed it is going to be the i5-1035G7. It's going to be a 4-core processor with 8 hyperthreads. Given the power of this CPU, we can say the TDP will be set between 15 to 25 watts. In terms of graphics, it's going to have the same processor that I mentioned earlier. It's going to be an Intel Iris Plus graphics. It's a 940-64EU. That's the processor that they're going for. In terms of RAM, it is now confirmed that it will have 16 GB, which will be clocked at 37-33 MHz. So as mentioned in my previous video, it's going to have an M2 drive, which will be a 2280 M2. And the good thing is it's going to be 512 GB out of the box. The GPD-Win Max will also support Bluetooth 5.0. The I/O is the same as I mentioned before. It will include a touchpad. It will have backlit QWERTY keyboard. So as far as screen size is concerned, it is officially confirmed now. It's not going to be a 9-inch as we were speculating. It's going to be an 8-inch 800p, which is 1200 by 800. And that's the screen size, which is confirmed now. It's going to be an IPS display, which will be having a 10-point capacitive touchscreen. They say the screen is going to be a lot more brighter and much better than the one which is in the GPD-Win 2, but this is the resolution it's going to be. Now in terms of battery capacity, it's going to be a 57 watt-hour battery, which is 11.4 volt, which means it's going to be a stack of 3 batteries of 5000 milliamp hours. It's going to be 15,000 milliamp hour battery. The adapter that will charge up this beast is going to be a 65 watt charger. I'm sure this is a Qualcomm 3 quick charge adapter, similar to what we have in the GPD-Win 2. So in terms of the LED indicators, as you saw in the images before, there were 3 LED indicators. The first one is going to be standby indicator, the second one is for the HD activity, and the third one will be a charger indicator. For those people who liked PlayStation Vita joysticks, the joysticks in GPD-Win Max will be made by Alps. That's the Japanese company which designed the original PS Vita joysticks. And these will be, of course, clickable L3 and R3, while the L1, L2, R1, R2, these will be Panasonic switches. In terms of the weight, the device will be 800 grams. Now that's it as far as the specs are concerned. So we can all see the specs are quite nice with this device. We discussed before, it's going to be almost double the power of the GPD-Win 2. But here comes the real question. When is it going to be released? Now there are different news about this, but what I can confirm based on GPD moderators' information on the social media, they're intending to have the crowdfunding within March. That means it's going to be within this month. And they're aiming for a release of the GPD-Win Max in the second quarter of 2020. This is a big surprise for me, but it seems they want to get a head start on these consoles, so they will be releasing it most likely April or May. But we do not know anything for sure as of now. That leaves us with the final question. How much it's going to be? What will be the price point for this device? GPD have already mentioned it very clearly that it's going to be more than the GPD-Win 2. It's going to be not $1,000. It's not going to be $800. It will be somewhere between $800 to $900. That is what we know so far. There hasn't been any official word, but there are a lot of speculations, and people are saying it will be somewhat near $900. For people who are planning to support them, during the crowdfunding, they will be given early access to the device as well as some discount as they have been doing with their previous devices. So that's all the information. I'm going to leave you with a sneak peek at one of the prototype models. Thank you so much for all the new subscribers. I hope you like the content that I'm providing. Please subscribe to the channel and support me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.